welcome to another episode of Charlie Drives. We gotta. This is a new video, right?
Yeah.
Right. The only reason why I said that is because we had an interesting experience in an Exige full 10 Sport, which I'm sure you'll be able to watch a video for at some point in the future. Yeah. Right. So. Oh.
Yeah.
What do you think of Porsches? You're not a big fan, are you?
It's not that I'm not a big fan. What it is with Porsche is that I think they're almost, the new ones, I think have lost their identity. I think they're almost too good.
Yeah,
and I know that sounds strange to say that, but genuinely, I think they've lost the excitement. You know, the thing with Porsche for me is I just think they're a great car. Yeah, they really are. But they've just lost. I think they've lost their way. Right. Some of the older stuff is amazing. Yeah. You get in and drive it, and you feel as though sometimes it's going to twitch. Yeah. And that's what I love about Lotus. Yeah. Lotus, you get in, yeah, absolutely. And you get that emotion when you're driving it, you know.
Which is what I'm hoping this car's going to be all about, to be honest. Because that's what I like about my Vauxhall VX220. The Vauxhall VX220 is a super raw car, and you get a thrill out of driving it every time you go in it. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what this one is like. Because do you know what year this car is?
This is a 2006.
Okay, so this is obviously slightly newer than the Vauxhall that I've got. The Vauxhall VX220 is basically like the ugly cousin of this car, essentially. So, but
what age is yours?
2003.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's got a 2-litre turbocharged Vauxhall engine. Yeah. This has got a 1.8-litre supercharged Toyota engine. So it'd be interesting to see how the two compare, just to kind of give it a bit of a feel for like the driving characteristics and all sorts of other things. So, but yeah, I mean, very much track-focused cars, these, aren't they? Yeah. So, but yeah, this thing. I mean, the lovely thing about these is these are appreciating way faster than the Vauxhall VX220s, and also faster than the Elises as well.
Yeah, S2s have really got well, actually S1 and S2s, both Elise and Exige, but mainly Exige because they're such small numbers. Yeah. They just seem to have rocketed in price. You know, and we're getting more and more people now looking for S2s or S1s that haven't been touched. Yeah. So I haven't had all the upgrades done. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why we were quite fortunate to have this one, because you know, this is done. It's done 12,000 miles. It's got a different.
It's done 9,000 miles.
Yeah, well, at 2,000 miles, it had a speedo change.
Oh, okay.
But he's actually done about 12,500 miles in total.
Jeez. Wow.
And we've known the car from day one. Yeah. Okay. So we've serviced it, everything, so and it's untouched.
Pretty special car, though, to be honest. Yeah. And immediately, like even we've only just driven it in a straight line, okay. But I can tell you right now, this feels so much nicer than my Vauxhall VX220. Right, okay. Like much nicer. Good. So yeah, you'll be getting a lot more car for your money, I reckon.
Well, and you're going to have something good. Let's face it. You know, with things that are happening at the moment with Lotus going forward, in the next few years, these are going to just carry on
going that way. Yeah, 100%. So one of these definitely does make sense. We haven't taken it on some more curvy roads, but we will do. Yeah, we will. Well,
going back to what you first asked, you know, you've asked my opinion of Porsche. What about you? I know you've got, you know, the Boxster, but
I did have the Boxster. Yeah, I've always been a big fan, like always been a big fan, and I have been toying with the idea of potentially replacing the Evora that I've currently got in the future, potentially with maybe something like a GT3. Okay, but it's not. I'm not 100% sure yet, and I think I've never driven a GT3. I've always wanted to, so I think that'll be the next step. Right. Okay. But you know, I don't know. I mean, I like their cars, but I've had some pretty poor experiences in the past. Yeah. With, you know, very expensive rebuilds to engines to just very big sort of mechanical builds as well.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting drive for you because, like I said, it's really comparing what you've got.
Yeah, Yeah, this is interesting. I mean, there's definitely not as many rattles in this as my Vauxhall has. I mean, I do think my Vauxhall is a bit of a ropey car, to be fair.
Yeah.
But this is all right. It doesn't sound incredible. But then I haven't really given it the full beans yet, have I really? But
the other thing is as well, you'll find a lot of people put the tubular exhaust on and stuff like that, you know, make it sound a bit better. But I like the way they are, to be fair.
Yeah. So this has got a pretty stock. This is completely stock.
It's effectively a stock.
So totally untouched, right? Yeah, and I think, you know, I get that. Like, you know, this will get on all track days in the UK. Yeah. Definitely hear that supercharger whine when you're driving. It's brilliant.
That's a good noise.
Yeah, I like that. It's cool. The interesting thing about the Vauxhall, because it's turbocharged, I get the sort of turbo. You hear the whoosh of the turbo. Yeah. Listen to this. Woo! And this gives you a nice little whine. I was going to overtake.
Yeah, I saw that.
I know it's a special car, so I didn't want to be.
Oh, I thought you cared about me.
No, oh yeah, I care about you too. Yeah, for those of you who haven't seen the Evora collection video, this is Mark for Stratton's. We're doing a few videos with Stratton. What do you call yourself? Stratton Motor Company.
Well, we're Stratton Motor Company, but I've sort of renamed the Lotus section Norfolk Lotus. Effectively, you've got Hethel down the road. We are the home of Lotus when it comes to the sales, because it's so close to them.
Yeah.
So I thought, you know, renaming it Norfolk Lotus was quite an important thing for us, really.
Of course. Yeah, we're doing some collaborative videos, so we're just, you know, taking a few of their really, really nice cars that they're selling, just taking them for a bit of a test drive, seeing what they're like to drive, and why wouldn't you consider cars like this. And this particular one is an 2006 S2 Exige. Yeah. How much? 30.
So it's 34,905.
Right.
It's done 12,500 miles. I believe it's 2 owners from new. That's it. We've known the car from day one. Right. So we've done all the servicing, everything. It's an impeccable service history. Really, really nice. Like with most Lotuses, to be fair. You know, most Lotus owners tend to really care about their cars. Yeah. And you can tell that with this one.
Yeah, you can tell this one's been looked after really nicely. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, it really does feel wonderful. Like you don't have that kind of niggly sort of feeling. But the problem is when you drive a car that you don't really know too well, or if you drive a car that I suppose you don't have the confidence in its service history and all that other stuff, you always have that psychological thing in the back of your mind going, what's going to break, what's going to go wrong with it. Whereas with this, like straight away, you're driving, you feel like you're in something that's been well built, well looked after. So it is just like, wonderful. Like you could have a really, really nice ownership experience with a car like this. To be fair, you can go on lots of Lotus trips. I mean, the great thing about the Lotus community is there's so many groups of people who like meeting up, and obviously, you know, we have to wear these face masks.
Yes.
So we look like criminals.
It's a really good community. I mean, you know, I've only been with the brand for just over a year, and like I said, I've been fortunate enough to be with some really, really great brands, which have also got a really close knit community. But it's not like the Lotus community, you know. Yeah,
exactly.
Everyone said whenever you see another Lotus, you
wave. Yeah.
You know, anyone with a Lotus would go up to anybody in a car park who's got another Lotus and talk to each other. And you know, we've done a couple of drive days, you know, where we've gathered loads of people. We have them. Well, obviously we've had to stop them for the time being, but we do a lot of drive days where you know, we get loads of our current customers who've got Lotus to go out for a nice drive. We end up in a pub somewhere at the end of it. We just all it's a nice chat. We document it all over. It's great.
Yeah, it is nice to do, isn't it? And that is it. I mean, that's what it should all be about, to be honest. Buying one of these cars is all about going to do things like that. You know, and you know, taking it on weekend trips, taking it on trips to Europe, for example. And you know, this is a great car. Why wouldn't you go for something like this?
That's it, exactly it.
So nice. Just feel everything when you're driving, like even every single little bump in the road, it just feels super nice to drive.
So come on, compare it. Now you've had it.
Yeah, this is way better than the Vauxhall VX220. I wouldn't say it feels faster.
Yeah.
I would say it feels about the same, to be honest.
Which is probably about right.
Which is probably about right, yeah. Because they probably weigh very similar. I don't know what the statistics are. I'll research the statistics and put them on screen now. But they probably weigh very similar, and they probably output about roughly around a similar amount of horsepower as well. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't feel overly different from a sort of when you put your foot down type of thing. No, it does feel, no, it pulls more.
Does it?
Yeah. Doing that in first gear definitely pulls more. This does pull for sure. So it's nice. Very nice.
Just it's all about that smile, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know you can't see it, but I know you're smiling.
You can't see the smile on my face.
When you jump into a Lotus and drive a Lotus, it's about that emotion. And there's not many vehicles out there that can make you feel like that.
That's why it's so important when they're manufacturing these cars and when you're looking to buy these cars. It's so important to make sure that you are kind of, I guess, you're ready for that sort of experience when you're driving these things. Yeah, it goes, and it corners amazingly. Oh. Yeah, this does feel very well put together, and yeah, it's just generally all round. It's a better package than my Vauxhall VX220. I mean, to be honest, you know, surprisingly, for 12, I paid 11,500 for mine, which is nothing in comparison to this.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot cheaper, and I guess, you know, the thrill that you get out of it is pretty damn good for the money.
Yeah.
But it's prettier. It's way better looking. I mean, and
it's residuals.
Yeah, the residual. I mean, the residuals are, you know, what ultimately will drive desirability for cars like this. Yeah, I think the Vauxhall will still go up in value. It just won't go up at the same rate of knots that these are. This has got aircon, this car. Yeah. Well, let's chuck the aircon on. Did you see? Oh.
If I chuck that.
Oh mate, that. By the way, that already is so much better than my Vauxhall.
Is it?
Yeah. It's non-existent in my Vauxhall. It's shit.
Is it really?
Honestly, it's fucking terrible. Seriously, this is a really cool car. I like it. I like it a lot.
I mean, I love this car. I think it looks the nuts as well.
Yeah, it really looks so good. We just look like criminals driving it.
And the fact it's all stealthy.
Yeah. Perfect for a bank job.
Imagine we'd be able to fit much in it.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh my god! It corners amazingly. It's just ridiculous. Like what I was saying about my Vora and being able to just chuck it into a corner. This does it even better, to be fair.
Oh, no, it's such a good car.
Brilliant.
You know, this is really important for driving because of what you've got and what it's all about.
Yeah. It'd be very interesting to see what how this compares to a 410 as well. Exige, just to sort of see the comparison between old and new.
Yeah.
But yeah, immediately, like, this car is unbelievable. One of my friends, Rob, he runs a valet company called iValet.
Yeah.
He bought a car from Stratton's. He traded his S2 Exige in for a 380 Sport.
Oh, what colour?
The grey one, the pewter grey one.
Oh, I know, yeah, I know that, yeah.
And he always kind of went, I wish I'd never sold my S2. So
yeah, strange. It's funny because I know customers who have gone from an S2 to an S3 and gone, wow, this is even better. But there are, and this is why I love this car. Yeah. There are hardcore Lotus lovers who just love this type of car.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, it's incredible to drive. It really is. Just that handling aspect is so good. The steering is amazing. But yeah, what you don't get with this is I guess you don't get that sound like the 380 Sport. I mean that thing, he had a titanium exhaust on that thing, and it sounded ridiculous.
Even the standard ones are just unreal.
Yeah.
But you can do that with these.
Yeah.
You know,
if you want to, yeah.
But that's the thing I love about that. I said this earlier on. The thing you love about this one, it is so stock. Yeah. I just think that's great.
Yeah, it is lovely. There is something really nice about having a stock car that's not been messed with. And I think,
by the way, just to plug us a little bit.
Yeah, go on then.
You can do everything you want. If you want anything done to any of the Lotuses,
you guys can do it. Yeah.
You know, we do everything. You know, it's we're a bit of a I'd say a sleeping giant to a certain extent, because we keep quiet about a lot of the stuff that we do. But you know, you've seen. I've taken you for walks around our place.
Yeah.
And like, you know, we've got that level 1 Aston Martin body shop. Yeah. So I mean, we're one of only 3 in the country.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
3. Yeah. That's it. They can do all the work. You know, nut and bolt restorations. You name it, we can do it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do you do Lotus body work as well?
Yeah. So basically, any car you want, we can do all the body work for it and everything like that. We're a bit like a TARDIS.
Yeah.
And you think we've just got the sales front. Yeah. But actually, when you got
but that's important, isn't it? It's not just about sales, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we've been going since 1972. You know, the customers we've got an amazing customer database, amazing customers who come back to us continuously, and you know, we try and give the best service. We're very reasonable priced as well, as you've seen.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, you are reasonably priced, and you're a friendly bunch to deal with as well, to be honest.
Well, we try.
Yeah, I had a great time when we were buying that.
Oh my God, the rain.
Wow, that is proper rain. It's coming in.
Oh, the rain. Yeah, you can watch the video up there.
That is amazing.
That's the craziest car collection ever, to be honest.
I've never had a downpour like that. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I know. Well, that's why I was like, because it all started coming in.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, let's shut this.
We're going to get a mop.
It was so cool. But yeah, it was fun. It was. But yeah, generally, my conclusions on this car, definitely better than the Vauxhall. It's a different car altogether than the Vauxhall VX220. Yeah, as you say, this one hasn't been messed with. I think the problem with a lot of the Vauxhalls is that they get messed with a lot. A lot of people like mod them. I don't think mine's had an awful lot done to it, to be honest. I think it's had a stage 1 remap, but apart from that, it's pretty standard. But yeah, this feels head and shoulders above, way better. So yeah, thanks Mark for letting me drive it.
No worries, mate.
Yeah, definitely get involved. Check out Stratton on YouTube. I'll include a link to their YouTube channel up there, and links below to all of their social media channels. But yeah, give Mark a call, have a chat with them about potentially buying this car, or any others, to be honest. They've got a very, very nice blue Daytona Blue Exige 410 Sport, which actually, to be honest, is an incredible looking car, and I can't believe it's not sold yet, to be honest.
Oh, God.
So yeah, get yourselves down there for well, I would say for a bargain, to be honest. But this is definitely one to buy, I would say, and a sensible purchase as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. All right, well, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you for another video. Cheers, bye.